Greetings, Japan fans! In today's show, we are going to look at going from staff member to leader. Maishu, arigatou gozaimasu, and welcome back to the 8th year of the Leadership Japan series. And I'm your host in Tokyo, Dr. Greg Story, your corporate coaching and training guy, committed to your success, president of Dale Carnegie Training Tokyo, Japan, and the best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery and Japan Business Mastery. My new book, Japan Presentations Mastery, is released and it's available on Amazon. We are broadcasting around the world from Minato-ku in the center of Tokyo, the leadership capital of Japan. Now, this podcast brings insights, examples, and experience about leading in Japan. And trust me, it is different here. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast with your family, friends, and colleagues. We are not being sponsored by Libsyn, but we value your privacy, which is why we have our podcast hosted by Libsyn, who, unlike many other podcast hosts, have a strict policy that does not allow access to your private information by anyone. Here is our daily podcast lineup on iTunes. Mondays, the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. Tuesdays, the Presentations Japan series. Every second Tuesday, the Business Tatsujin no Oshie Show. Wednesdays, the Sales Japan series. Thursdays, the Leadership Japan series. And every second Thursday, the Business Pro Podcast Show. Fridays, the Japan Business Mastery Show. And Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews. Before we get going, today's handy Japanese phrase is hodo hodo ni ne, hodo hodo ni ne, hodo hodo ni ne, which means, again, this is very colloquial Japanese, very informal Japanese. You're not going to use this with clients. But it means, take it easy, don't work too hard, take it in steps, take it moderately. Don't blow yourself up. Hodo hodo ni ne. Hodo hodo ni ne. Hodo hodo ni ne. Hey, listen, don't get yourself sick here. Don't overdo it, right? Just take it easy. Hodo hodo ni ne. Hodo hodo ni ne. Hodo hodo ni ne. This is episode number 435, 435. And today we are talking about balancing people and process and leading and doing. We are super busy people, hitting our targets, plowing through the workload, coming in early, staying late, working weekends, constantly studying and investing in ourselves, and then it happens. We get promoted to be the leader, to be in charge of other people, usually our erstwhile colleagues. Our brain, though, is still in production mode. We don't only have the results we were personally accountable for before, but now we're accountable for the entire team's production as well. We have to make that mental leap from being in total control of what we were doing to being in zero control over what others do. We immediately gravitate toward the mechanical pieces of the job because they are the easy bits. Checking the numbers, the milestones, the sequencing, the reporting, the details, etc. are all doable for us. We are not yet a leader, though, because we have decided to become a manager. What the organization is in dire need of, though, are leaders, not managers. Managers are a dime a dozen, but leaders, good leaders, are like rare metals. You have to excavate through a lot of managers, a lot of dross, before you find the valuable folk who can make a difference in the organization. So are you dross or a rare and valuable metal? Do you want to become a valued and recognized leader? What is the difference between a leader and a manager? A manager needs to make sure things get done on time, to the required quality, in the right order, and following the allotted budget. The systems need to be perfectly sequenced and the production volumes need to be secured. The leader needs to do all of these things plus some additional vital elements. The leader has to set the strategy for the enterprise, outline the vision, explain where we are going, create the culture, and build the people. This people bit is the hard part. There is a balance required, though, between the attention given to the people element and the process elements. If the leader focuses too heavily on the processes, then the people feel they're just like robots and the systems and their human capabilities are not being developed. This is often the micromanager who tells everyone in great detail what they should do and how they should do it. This is McGregor's Theory X leader, who is always checking up, looking for faults, mistakes, and errors. Workers are not being engaged in thinking about their jobs. They are not innovating because the boss monopolizes all of the idea generation roles. Find out more. We come back from the break. Our show today is brought to you by our public programs, but we also do custom-made in-house classes. Now, we do them in our super safe classroom, we do them live online, and we do them in Japanese, and we do them in English. Today's show is sponsored by, on the 28th of October, we're doing time management. On the 4th and 5th of November, we're doing high impact presentations. On the 11th of November, we're doing successful public speaking. Our website is www.dale, D-A-L-E hyphen Carnegie, C-A-R-N-E-G-I-E .co.jp. You can email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. If you like learning by watching videos, then we have over 1,000 for you there at Tokyo, Japan, Dale Carnegie TV on YouTube. Get my best-selling books, Japan Sales Mastery, the Bible for selling in Japan, and Japan Business Mastery, as well as my new book, Japan Presentations Mastery. We release 3 TV shows every week on YouTube. The Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, that's a premier business show in Japan, comes out Mondays. Fridays, we have Japan Business Mastery Show. Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews, where I interview leaders in Japan from SMEs all the way up to the corporate captains of industry on one topic, leading in Japan. Every second Thursday, we release the Business Pro Television. Don't forget, you can email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. Welcome back. The opposite problem is when there are not enough controls in place. This is when we start to get safety and compliance violations because the boss is not paying careful enough attention to what the people are doing. The boss is super busy with their own work. It is a free environment through neglect, not intention. But it is a bit too free. People are being developed and given greater responsibility, which is good. However, the controls have been neglected. The checking up, the follow-up, the supervision, not happening sufficiently. This is not a light issue. This is an environment where the boss can go to jail because they had accountability and didn't control what was going on. Regulators become involved and penalties can be severe. The task of the leader is to determine how much control is required to avoid safety and compliance violations, but at the same time allow enough freedom so that the people can develop, take accountability, and grow in their work. Ask yourself, have I got the controls about right? The other tension is between leading and doing. Often we become the manager because we were the best at the required tasks. It was all about us, and what we were brilliant at. when we are promoted to look after others, we make some shocking discoveries. We realize the people we are responsible for are nothing like us. They have different motivations, thinking, values, and commitments to us. The temptation is to keep doing our manager tasks and also keep doing our player tasks. We don't delegate to our team because the trust is not there. We think, I don't want to be accountable for their mistakes, so I had better do it myself, and that way I know it will be okay. So we double down on our own production. That is fine, but after a couple of years, the targets keep going up, and we, as one individual, cannot possibly achieve them. We get fired because the team are not making their targets, and we are the one person accountable for the team's targets. Sit back and take another cold, hard look at what you're doing. How is your balance between what you need to be doing as a leader and what you should be delegating to the team members? We have to always be aware. Our job is to work in our business and also on our business. We should never forget that. Thank you for joining the Leadership Japan series. If you found the program useful, then share it with your family, friends, and colleagues. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast. Take what you found valuable, immediately put it into action, because idea application is what makes winners winners. Be one of them. Remember, I'm your corporate coaching and training guy in your corner, committed to your success here in Nippon.